What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? Another random schmandom live. I don't know why I always want to go live when my battery's damn near. It's about probably at a 40%, but the spirit just moved me to randomly do a live while I'm laying on the couch. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Hmm. Wednesday, Schmedday. What's up, whoever just joined? Hey, Derry. Hey, HEA. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming through for my little random schmandom live. I don't know why it's like, y'all are low key like, that. Well, it was more so when I would say I was younger. You would have those friends that you just randomly call, like, okay, let me see what I'm bored. Let me see what such such is doing now. Of course, I'm at the age where, of course, all of my friends are like, busy, husband, kids, all that. So low key, like we be having to schedule phone conversations for the most part. But yeah, y'all are like my peoples that I just call one. Not really when I'm bored. It's more so when I have a little free time or make free time or I'm just relaxing. But how are y'all doing? Hope y'all day is going well. It's Wednesday. I That's one thing about holiday weeks. By the time you realize you get on track with what day it actually is, like the week is over. That's so ghetto. That's so ghetto. But I just wanted to pop in, say hi. Fripp Island. Are you talking about Fripp Island in South Carolina? What's up, De Niro Beats? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. But yeah, HA, you say you struggling to write a paper due at midnight. Girl, you better than me. My blood pressure would have been through the roof. I used to love that was like my specialty in college. Like people used to want to pay me to write papers, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't. That could have been a great hustle for me, but I put so much into my own papers. I'm like, and I was always scared that my paper would sound like their papers would sound like mine, and I don't know, just that plagiarism. You don't want to play with that in college, but that's kind of too close, girl. But I'm sure you're gonna get it done. I can't do that. But actually, that saying goes pressure bust pipes. Like sometimes I do perform my best when I'm like, when it's down to the wire. So I know you're gonna get it, girl. And you say your adrenaline need to kick in, girl. Yes, get you a shot of Kool-Aid or something, girl. Get it together so you can write them papers. Do you write on actual paper or do you type? Like I don't know what it is. I'm still like I can consider myself old school because I like to literally like write things down on pen and paper for the most part. If I can't do that, I'll like, type it if I need to, or if it's like a quick note on my phone. But for like long drawn out things, I like to write on paper. And it's crazy because I don't know what it was weird, right? So quick story, not to make this like a sad thing. Um, because I just had my dad's funeral Saturday. And for like that whole week, I was telling myself, I want to write something down, because I didn't know how my emotions was going to be on the actual during the funeral. So I wanted to prepare words. And I just like to be prepared because, I hate the thought of even rambling or not getting on my points across in a situation. So um that whole week, I was like, I just never could like sit down and just be one with myself and just write, right? So, fortunately and unfortunately, my flight to New York got delayed 4 times, right? And it really put us back like 4 hours, which was aggravating. But we were still on the plane. The pilot did give us the option to like leave the plane, but we have to take all our stuff. Like it was too much. It was too much. So I decided to stay on the plane, and I brought my little legal pad anyway. So like the first time it was delayed, it was like an hour. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down, write my thoughts. It is just flowed. Like it just flowed so well. The things I didn't want to say, I didn't get to say necessarily everything I wanted to, but I hit the major points, right? It was like 2 pages, not too long. And it was crazy because when I like recited my letter, I guess, to my dad, or eulogy, whatever you want to call it, everybody like really loved it. And one of the pastors was like, keep writing, you have something. And I don't know, like I used to write poetry when I was like in a high school. I didn't take it too serious, but I don't know. Like I feel like I have something, but I don't really know how to utilize it. Not saying I'm trying to write novels and not like that, child, but I don't know. I do feel like I have a little knack for writing on some capacity or in some capacity. Uh, Sticky notes are golden. That's definitely true, De Niro. Um, I use sticky notes a lot for work, to the point where I get annoyed myself because I be having like 8 sticky notes, and then I get flustered because I can't work when it's clutter or just too much going on. Like my environment has to be like clean and neat. So I just get aggravated myself. So I so I like write little notes on a sticky note, and I either have to put all the sticky notes on an actual piece of paper neatly, or make sure I'm able to do those things or tasks that's on a sticky note quickly so I could just throw it away. I know that sounds crazy. Oh gosh. HA said you write on paper, index cards, and type one depending. Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of like that too. And it depends on what it is too. I need to like really be more organized because I be having notes and stuff just on regular random things. And I'm like, girl, I have all these journals and notebooks. I need to get it together. For real, for real. For realsies. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Somebody's texting me. Let me see what's going on. Oh, okay. So yeah. So HA said, "Be Mary Jane turned me off on on the post-it notes. Not being Mary Jane. We was eating that show up. I mean, I liked it because we don't really get a lot of content like that. Like we don't get a lot of like black girl, not in the hood, not too bougie, but just the girl who made it, just trying to make it, like trying to survive. Like I like being Mary Jane. She was given like Terry energy from Soul Food. Like she was the quote unquote successful one that always had to help or be the superhero, and I kind of relate to that on some level in my life. Even not saying I feel like I am a superhero, but I end up like quote unquote saving the day all the goddamn time. Right? Here's my encouraging words and theoretical checkbook. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I don't know why, y'all. I was talking to my uncle. My uncle was cracking me up. I mean, and we talk often, but not like a lot. Like, I mean, not like for like hours at a time, but sometimes we'll have a conversations where it do last for like 30, 40 minutes. He's low key like one of my like biggest father figures. But he was cracking me up because he literally sat in the back pew of my father's funeral because he didn't know a lot of people. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't even know a lot of people at this funeral because I didn't spend a lot of time with my father's side of the family. So, but of course, I sat in the front, right? So he was telling me everything was going on, and I was being filled in on a lot of things after the funeral. And I'm like, this was giving very much Tyler Perry. Like, I wish, and I gotta talk to my homegirl because I was telling her things that was happening before the funeral. And she was like, "Girl, this is a lot. Like this is literally a book, right?" And I'm like, "Oh God, I can't wait to put you in what happened with this funeral because it was given." And I already maybe I spoke it low key into existence Because I was like, I didn't want to be those, oh Lord, take me now, Jesus, anybody hopping over the casket and everything. But y'all, that was one. I don't want to use the term ghetto, right? He used it. My uncle said it was ghetto on some level. It was ghetto on some level, right? And honestly, it was a lot, y'all. I wish it was some outlet that I could really explain all that had happened, and right. And I never really thought about my father actually passing, like that whole process. But something, I don't know, I was always nervous finding out he had other kids that I didn't know about. Because my dad, to me, like, he was the most handsome guy ever, like tall, like he was just very much handsome, just smooth swagger. Like he was just that guy, right? But I was always nervous to find out he had other kids at the funeral. Like, I mean, that's it. I don't know if I say I envisioned it at the funeral, but that's where people be finding out stuff. I don't know what's going on. Stream y'all tripping. Um, yeah, like I did the best. I don't know why, y'all, but I almost like I don't want to say I had a panic attack, or I was stressed out, right? Because I'm limping around the city literally because I had a bad reaction to some new medicine. So my knee and ankles were swollen. Well, ankle, it was not plural, but my left knee and ankle was swollen. So I'm literally hobbing around the city trying to do what I can to not look crazy. And then it's hot as hell. Then of course the weird, I don't know what it is, moving away from the city makes you low key not really want to be a tourist, but it makes you want to look at the city through different lenses, if that makes sense, or through a different lens. So I low key I strategically booked the hotel in Times Square. I knew very damn well if Times Square and Memorial Weekend was just not the best look. I didn't even, this was the latest day we could have this funeral because I needed time to get up there. But it was so many people, like so many people. And I'm like, girl, why did you do this to yourself? Like, hotel was fire. I love the hotel. But I don't know what possessed me. If I had to hear New York by Jay-Z and Alicia Keys one more time, I was gonna lose my mind. For real, for real. It was giving, I don't want to hear this song anymore. Like, I would rather hear even Frank Sinatra's version, because why do I have to hear Alicia Keys and Jay-Z every time I step at this hotel? Like, y'all are killing me. Um HA said, yep, your cousin is now your sibling. Oh my god. I was able to see my half brother, which was cool. I haven't seen him in about probably at least 10 years. Um, so it was good seeing him and my nephews. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, y'all, like it was a lot. Hopping around the city is hot. We got all these tourists. I'm smack dab in the middle of Times Square. And the reason I booked the hotel where I booked it is because Times Square is walkable to a lot of places. Like, even though I spent hella money, me and my husband spent hella money on Ubers and Lyfts because I was not trying to ride the subway, because going up and down those stairs was not it anyway. But it was just too many people, y'all. Like, like Manhattan is going to be that way. But if you're in, granted, Harlem is in Manhattan, but it still feel like its own town. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you go to Brooklyn, I don't really spend too much time in Queens, but I imagine Queens being like that. Like, nothing is more populated than Times Square on a major holiday. And I chose to stay there during that process. It was a lot, but I tried to enjoy the weekend as much as I could. Um, but yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, but um, now back home and reality set in. I definitely have been dealing with a lot of grief, a lot of thoughts, and I mean, only people probably that has lost a parent can relate or understand. But I literally feel like I'm forever changed, and literally like a piece of me died. I'm not trying to make this depressing, whatever, but I'm just processing a lot of feelings and emotions. Um, and I'm in and out. It's like you kind of feel like bipolar, low key. Not to like offend anybody that's diagnosed with bipolar, but you just try to. I be in and out of my emotions and my feelings, but I was just at least happy to formally uh say my goodbyes to my father. Fleet Week, child. HA, just say, hey, PG, if you plan on going to New York, don't. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I probably will stay at the same hotel. I really liked it because when you stepped inside of the hotel, it didn't feel like it wasn't populated or anything. Um, Overpopulated, I should say. So I do like it, and it was kind of like on a side street per se in Times Square, but it was still Times Square. It was just like it was too many people. It was a lot, and maybe I was just like I think I was overstimulated because I'm already trying to deal with a lot of things internally, and then externally it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the South for a very long time, so when you have to switch environments like that, you have to like literally have a mental switch, right? Because and don't get me wrong, the South it's not Mayberry. Like it's crazy and danger here too. But New York is a whole nother level. You really have to make sure you on the swivel. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared to like two-piece and need a Negro if you need to, you know what I'm saying? So because be random people on the street like just doing random ish. So I don't know, it just was a lot, but I did try to enjoy. Like I ate all my favorite foods, and I miss this so much. I'm hungry even thinking about it. Like I don't know. I want to go back in August, but it's gonna be even hotter, and I don't even know about all that. Derek B, you said your feelings change daily with grief. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I haven't dealt with like a major, and definitely that's since I was 18 when my grandmother died. And I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. Like I was like the closest to her in terms of her grandkids. Like I literally took care of my grandma, doctor's appointments, errands, like I was that grandkid for her. So I was very, very involved in her process. But I know God got me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel my dad's spirit. Like it was a lot of things that happened the week before I found out that made me realize like, oh, spirits is real. Because it was a lot, I was really harping on him, and I didn't realize it until I reflect back. Like I was like, just for instance, I was at work that Friday. I found out he passed on a Monday. So that Friday I was at work because we have to go in the office a couple days out the week, child. Ugh. But I remember my coworker talking about her dad, right? And I was like, well, I started talking about my dad, which I really don't. We don't really. Not saying we don't talk about personal lives, but I never brought my dad up at work, and I just kept going through my phone, and this one picture of him just smiling. I kept staring at that picture, and to me, it didn't really put on no alarms or anything, but now that I look back, like I'm like, okay, he or God or somebody was trying to tell me something because he was deceased for days before they found him. So I feel like he was deceased at that time when I was at work. But and it was just a couple instances like that where I'm like, oh, I was being prepared. I was even prepared. Even when like me and my husband, we watch a lot of just a lot of YouTube videos, whatever. So there was one like little walking video in Fordham Road, right? Because my dad used to work in Fordham Road. And I visit him a lot of times at his job. And I don't know why, because this video was clearly made after COVID, and my dad didn't work at this place. He stopped at during like right before COVID, and I don't know why I was looking for him like on the street, like like because they passed the block where he worked at, and he would be outside a lot of the times, and I'm like, I don't know why I was looking for him because I'm like, I know he don't work there no more. The place is closed, but I for some reason was watching it, and I'm like, I'm bugging. Like, why am I? Why am I looking for this man knowing he ain't there? Like, yeah, it's wild. It's really, it's crazy. Like now that I look back and reflect, like, oh, I was being prepared, and I didn't even know it. Okay, you live on Fordham Road. Okay, shout out to Fordham Road. Yeah, that was one of my stomping grounds. Like I used to go shopping there a lot. But yeah, he worked at like a little children's store. He was doing security there. But yeah, y'all, God be preparing us, and we don't even be realizing. I could laugh at it now because it's like, and it's crazy because when I had to go tell my couple of my coworkers about my dad the next business day. And I was like, wasn't it crazy? Because I was just talking about my dad. And like y'all never hear me really talk about my dad like that. Like it just never came up in conversation. But she was like, yeah, girl, you was talking about you showing me the picture, blah, blah, blah. It was crazy. Fordham is off the hook. It's definitely it's definitely interesting. I don't know if I had to pit Fordham against 125th. I don't know what I would choose. Well, 125th, like it's one of those things that's near and dear to me because it was walking distance, so it was like within like 6 blocks from me, so I was there all the time. But Fordham was like my second choice when I used to go school shopping or wanted some sneakers or whatever. But Fordham is off the hook too now. What's up, LSW? What's up, Support Gaming? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not completely back. I'll be hopping on and on. I'll be hopping on and on here. Honestly, just as a content creator or a YouTuber or whatever you want to call it. I hate to sound formal, but it's just easier for me to just come on here and just talk to y'all and not have nothing planned or, and not have to watch a show twice and analyze. You know what I'm saying? Like it's less pressure and just less stressful just coming to talk to y'all because y'all my peoples than like having to formally like review a show. But I have been actually today I started, well, really the other day, well, last week I started watching book 2 season 3. So I actually got through. I'm on like episode 4 because I was gonna try to do recaps, but sorry, y'all, I can't get there yet. So, because I be feeling down. Like I just feel like I be drained. Like I've been emotionally drained, so like I don't have a lot of energy. I sound like I do have a lot of energy now, maybe because I've been kind of physically resting most of the day, but I have been catching up on book 2, and it's actually not horrible. Like not saying like that, but like a certain shows is hard to have to rewatch. I'm like, oh my god, this is freaking horrible. But I'm actually like enjoying rewatching it. So I might watch one more episode tonight, and then by Friday, I should have watched the whole season, so I'll know what's going on, so I can start Trap Church back again. the second week of June. I think it premieres on the 7th. So I think maybe like the 10th or so is that Sunday. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah. Yeah, support. Yeah, man. I'm taking a break. And it's crazy because I be having so many ideas, so much content I want to do. But I just know mentally I can't do it. Because I have a tendency to keep adding stuff to my plate. And I'm like, girl, your plate is full. You have no more room. But I do appreciate y'all for sticking it through. Like normally sometimes when you creators take a break, they notice like a dip in subscribers. I'm like knock on wood, but like I haven't had any changes in my subscriptions or anything. Everybody's still holding on for your girl. So I appreciate it because some people start purging like she ain't putting nothing up. Let me go ahead and unsubscribe to her because she over there being lazy, even though it's not really lazy. But I appreciate y'all still coming through with your girl. Thank you, Derry. Yeah, I know it will take time. Thank you, LSW. Yeah. I do want to just hit the ground running, but honestly, I don't know. I've always been kind of, well, not always, but the past few months, I was kind of talking to a friend and I was explaining how I just want to develop more of a personal relationship to God and just get more like into the Bible and everything. Um, so just, I'm already kind of established I want to get there, and this is kind of pushing me to get there even more. I would have got there anyway, but this is kind of, telling me like, girl, go ahead and get that word in, whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely just I'm not trying to rush myself in healing because I know I'm probably going to be healing forever, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. Um, because I'm not trying to crash out. Shout out to Detroit Kings. He be telling us how not to crash out and how to avoid the crash out. So I'm trying. Oh, y'all, I don't know why. I just forgot I had some ice cream left in my freezer. Oh, it's about to be popping. It's about to be. I don't know why. I don't know why I just thought about that. But I'm so happy. I left literally like 4 scoops left. Well, spoonfuls, I should say. Oh, yeah, it's about to be lit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. That was bad random, but it's about to be a good old time up in the trap. And I'm gonna take my time eating those little sticks or 4 scoops, whatever I have left. Um, but yeah, I just want to kind of shoot the shizzle. I don't know why I always want to go live when my battery is not even full. That's retarded. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not politically correct, but y'all know what I mean. Oh gosh. But I appreciate y'all support, like for real, for real. Oh my god, was HEA, that was you, right? I give Operation PG help bury her daddy is full effect, okay? Because her death is not cheap, child. So I definitely appreciate your spiritual and financial support because that $25. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was personal. I did not even mean to like say that. My bad. Close your ears, the rest of the people who is not HEA. But I'm so sorry. I cannot believe I said that. But yes, that went a long way because you already know the city is not cheap at all. I probably spent, oh God, I don't want to add up how much money I spent on Ubers. And I wouldn't have spent as much, but I might have to remind y'all, I'm literally still limping. Still limping. Like, just full transparency. Monday, I find out my father just died, right? Tuesday, because I went to the doctor earlier that day. Tuesday, my doctor she on Monday she prescribed me blood pressure medicine. The first time I ever put on, like, I haven't had no blood pressure issues until like December. So she tried to like wait it out. She's like, "All right, girl, I'm just put you on something," and I ended up having a whole reaction to it, and so my leg literally was swelling up, and I'm like, I can't walk. Like, thank God I was able to walk when I got to the city, but it was days where I literally could not walk. Like, I can't even do much now because I'm trying to heal. But I'm having this reaction to this blood pressure medicine. I'm going through grief and offload came. Like, sorry to the men that's in the building, but that was a lot. I was just like, Jesus, I know I'm so strong black woman, but what the like, what you trying to do here? Like, what? But I honestly will prefer her. I would prefer her to come then, but then instead of having to deal with her while traveling, because yeah, that sucks. But y'all, it was a lot. It was a lot. Sorry if it was TMI, but it is what it is. It's a part of life. I was like, yo, like, pump your brakes, life. Like, what we doing here? This ain't cute at all. Hey, Monique Johnson. Thank you for coming through. I'm okay this hour. It's literally like my mood changes hourly at this point. So, Dear B said I made a good and sweet red Kool-Aid frozen cup. Wow, my husband made a great one. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I didn't even test it because this fool, like I said, what was it yesterday? I was pretty much in the bed all day yesterday. What I think it was yesterday. I think it was Memorial Day. Girl, I don't know. My days are mixed up. But one day this week, I was literally in the bed all day, just trying to heal, ice on my leg. And he made Kool-Aid. I didn't realize he made Kool-Aid until I came downstairs the following day. And the reason I knew, because why was the picture like 30%? It was like 20% like Kool-Aid left. Like, bruh. And I think that really goes to show that he be guzzling all the sweet drinks around here. Cause I'm like, what? You just made the Kool-Aid, bro, and I know you filled it to the brim. Like, we don't. I guess he was craving it because we don't even make Kool-Aid like that. It's like twice a year, maybe we'll crave it. Other than that, he'll normally make Arnold Palmer or sweet tea or whatever. But I'm like, can I get in on this? Like, there's 2 cups left. What we doing here? What are we doing here? But I don't even think there's anything left. And that just reminded me, I do have to do a grocery order because there ain't no meat up in this house, child. He did grill out on Monday. That was good. And then yesterday we went to a football game. I lie, baseball game. And it was like a VIP thing. So they provide dinner. So I didn't have to cook. And I made spaghetti tonight. Because that's one meal that you gotta have on deck in the house. Like, you always gotta make sure you got some spaghetti sauce and some noodles. For them days where you ain't throw out no meat, you forgot to throw out meat, you ain't got no meat, and you need to go grocery shopping, and you feel like you don't really want to cook like that, and you can just throw on some noodles and some sauce, and here you go. Here's dinner, people. Here's your dinner. Monique said, I haven't had Kool-Aid in years. Child, yeah, once in a blue moon, I asked my husband, okay, what you want from the grocery store? You're like, get some pack of Kool-Aid. I'm like, okay, I guess we feeling froggy today. Derry said I get Kool-Aid from the summer to make cups for my grand. Oh, snowballs are expensive. And you know what I really, and that's the thing too. I don't know, it was like in the city if they're just nastier, or when we was just kids, we didn't care. Because you couldn't pay me to get an ice cream from the Mr. Softy. You can't pay me to get a glizzy. You can't pay me. I ain't gonna lie, I was low key trying to get an Italian icy from the Poppy, but I was like, nah, because now as a grown adult, you start analyzing the street vendors and the cleanliness and everything. I don't know if we were just more trusting as kids or just the cleanliness got worse. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to figure it out. But I really wanted me like a coconut Italian ice because I did pass by Poppy, but I was like, nah, girl, you don't need to do that. How much is a pack of Kool-Aid? I don't even know HEA because he went to the store and got it. That's why I didn't know because I normally am the one who goes grocery shopping. So he went. I guess he got a pack of glizzies, and I'm like, I'm not. I don't know. Like I have to be in a special mood for a hot dog. I really do, and I'm picky about the brand. Like I'm typically going to get like Nathan's or something. Like I don't know. I can't. I don't like ballpark anymore. Like I don't know what it is. I got real bougie when it comes to hot dogs because that aftertaste and belch. It just ain't it. It ain't it, y'all. I would prefer a sausage. Not saying it's healthier, but I would prefer that than a hot dog. But I don't know. Like the last time I did get it, like maybe last year, I want to say it was like $3, $4. It's definitely more than what it used to be because I remember it was like you get like $5, $4 or something. But it ain't too expensive, but it is what it is. Monique said we was kid mostly like we didn't care as long as we got that is facts. I think that's part of it too. I think that's part of it too. But a lot of these places, it seems like back then those like street vendors, like the stuff was new. Like the trucks look new, the carts look new, but now like they looking raggedy. Like y'all ain't upgrade since I was a kid. Like, can we get a new truck? It's been 30 years, sir. Mr. Softy, can we upgrade? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And then you start looking at the people that's in the trucks, like, I don't think you washed your hands since last Tuesday, sir. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on that because Lord knows I be wanting a vanilla cone with rainbow sprinkles so bad. But I love my life, and I like to try to stay as healthy as I possibly can while I'm indulging in unhealthy treats, if that makes sense. Oh gosh. But yeah, y'all. What time is it? It's 9:35. I hope y'all having a great, great week. Um, 2 more days in a work week if y'all do Monday through Friday. Big worm in the back hustling. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there selling dime bags and icy pops and all that. Monique said since H1N1 stopped getting tamales and my cup of corn from the street vendors. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know why. That just never intrigued me when I be seeing, money in them with them tamales and what else they be selling over there? I don't know. I just feel I don't know, it just make me feel away because it's one, I know you made all that at your house, and I don't know how your house is. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's a lot of businesses that do like I feel like a lot of Caribbean restaurants. I do feel like I don't know for sure, but something tells me they be making all the oxtails and stuff at the house and then just bring it. You know what I'm saying? To at least the ones I've been to. Feel like they bring it to the restaurant and just heat it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes forever in a day if you really slow cooking certain things. So it's just the fact that I don't know your life environment. I don't know what's going on over there at your house, Maria. So the tamale situation, I never trusted it at all. I don't know what it is. Like versus like an ice cream or a icy, I don't know, because I feel like they store those things, you know what I'm saying? Like in a warehouse or something, even though it may be shady dealings over there too. But I feel like I may trust the warehouse more than somebody else, which sounds crazy, but I don't know. HA said Funyuns and hot sauce in a plastic baggie. That's so weird. Funyuns and hot sauce. Oh, I never tried that. I have not tried that before. Funyuns are good, but not with the hot sauce. That never crossed my mind. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Do I have any like weird combinations I be doing? I don't know. Do y'all be having food, weird food, or things that people think is weird? I don't know why, but speaking of like glizzies and stuff, I've been craving. Like I don't know if this is like a hood meal. It didn't feel like a hood poor meal growing up, but I don't know what y'all call it. But we call it rice, franks, and beans. Where you got rice, pork and beans, and cut up hot dogs. Like I don't know why I've been craving that for months now, and I can't bring it to myself to actually prepare it. But I don't know why the taste. I don't know why I've been craving it. I'm like, girl, get a hold of it. Like it's one of those things where I need to slap myself on both sides because I'm tripping. I'm like, why am I craving this? And I actually have two of the three ingredients. You know, my husband got some leftover hot dogs. I don't have no pork and beans up in here. But if I don't get this grocery list and grocery store together, we may be having some hood country meals up in here the next day. Oh, and I also keep a can of salmon in the on deck because you always got rice, you always got salmon, you got you a meal. But I just gotta make sure I got onions. They sell those on the cart. That's what Marie and them be selling. Oh, they be child. Dairy say I like strawberry preserves and bacon on a biscuit together. Salt and sweet. That's not weird to me. Cause there's this restaurant here. It's called Tupelo Honey or Honey Tupelo. I don't know what it is when restaurants have two names. I always call it the other like name. Like I don't never put the words in order. I always mix it up. But they used to, I mean they still do, but it's not as good. But they have the best grape jelly jam, whatever you want to call it, biscuits, and then they have like the best bacon. I don't know. I think it's two different bacon options. It has to be because the bacon they used to sell was premium bacon. Like, oh my God, bacon's so good. So that's not a weird craving to me or a weird combination. Monique, you said pork and beans is a poor man's meal. Got through pretty hard times. That is fact. So you gotta. What we used to do is have the white rice, and then you put a little salt, pepper on there, put a little butter. Mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Try to give the rice a little flavor, and then you try to. And that's the thing too. We were trying to plate it all professional, like we was in a restaurant. Like you have the rice like on the outer outskirts, low key. You still have it like covering the plate when you got the pork and beans and the hot dogs, like ever so like positioned in the middle of the plate. Like we was really doing something. Like you can like I'm a rice girl. Like I grew up with rice. Like everything we had with rice. Rice and eggs, rice and hot sauce, rice and butter. Like I eat rice with anything. It's so sad. It's so sad. But I cherish my childhood. Like I feel like I had a great childhood. I wouldn't change it for the world. The only thing that brought in the house that I didn't really mess with too much. I don't know what would spark my uncle to go and get the what's it called? The government cheese. He would always stand in that government cheese line. I don't know why. But he would always bring the cheese back. But my grandma never. I don't think she ever. She could have. But every time I looked in that fridge, that cheese wasn't touched. So I don't know if she was making the mac and cheese and using that because she was always a craft girl. But I don't know because it was always hard as hell. Like what we doing? The government, they clearly never gave a F about us. Cause why y'all giving us this hard cheese anyway? But I don't know why he never came back with anything else. I don't remember nothing else in his hand but the government cheese. Like they wasn't giving out no bread, no nothing else. Like I don't understand. I don't understand, Unc. Oh God, with a pork chop on the side. I ain't had a pork chop in a minute. Mainly because pork give me a headache. I eat bacon though, because I don't consider that pork. Okay, argue with your mama. I don't consider bacon pork. Okay, because I legit had me a bacon, egg and cheese sandwich on a croissant today. Yeah, I've been Uber Eats a lot because I haven't been inspired to cook. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Growing up, you hated tuna casserole and hot tuna. Oh yeah, my mom had this. My mom was like in the experimental phase in the beginning of her marriage, and she made this like tuna. It was tuna, but pasta. It was. I had to suffer, y'all. I had to suffer through it all. So I feel you, HEA. Rice and canned salmon. That is facts. You got. I make the. I get the bacon grease, leave the bacon to the side, let that chill out. I made a little snack on a little piece or whatever. Then you cook the salmon in the bacon grease, give it that flavor, a little salt, pepper. I don't really cook with salt too much, honestly, but I really just put pepper. I chop up some onions, put some onions in there, and then had a little bacon on the side, or I might crunch up the bacon and put it on top like some little garnish. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be fancy. And then if I'm feeling real froggy, get my little Sara Lee honey wheat bread and then slap a little thin layer of butter on it. Oh, you talk about a good time? You talk about a good hood time? Yes. I still do it. Yep. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Dairy B said that survival meals better remember that is facts. Facts. LSW, the big yellow cheese was good though with homemade mac and cheese. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember if I really ate it like that because no, I can't lie. I did remember opening the fridge and seeing it being gone. Like, you know, I do see it being used, but I feel like my uncle was using it. I don't think my grandmother really used it to cook anything. I don't know, y'all. I ain't hating on it, but I just don't remember that being something I consumed. But grandma probably was over there being slick, mixing the crab with the government cheese. If she did, big ups to her. HA said the bodega will slice the cheese for you for a fee. For real? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Shout out to all the bodegas in the world, especially one that sell Boar's Head. Okay, Boar's Head, Boar's Head over here. I don't know what y'all doing over there, but Boar's Head over here. Like if y'all don't have the Boar's Head sign, what are we doing? What are we doing, baby? The cheese was gold, literally. Remember that thick slab bacon with the crunchy edge? Oh, I don't know if I remember that. I probably do, but it's probably back in my memory somewhere, child. Maybe I'm going through PTSD or something. HA, remember that? No, I'm sorry. It was something else I meant to read. Dare you say you excited to say you eat bacon, get headaches? Yeah, I can't eat pork chops. Yeah, I gotta be careful with the pork chops. Even ham, like once in a while, I feel froggy making a ham for Christmas or Thanksgiving. And I gotta be careful because the ham I be making, oh my god, I be thinking looking good. Like the yummy goodness I concoct with the ham, like chef's kiss. But I be having to be because you know how like especially for the holidays, you be like going in the fridge like okay, I'm just give me a couple little pieces. That you just next thing you know you don't eat 18,000 couple of pieces, and then you wonder why your head hurt. Like girl, calm down. Used to love salami and bologna. Yeah, that bologna child. I don't know. I haven't had it in a long time, but it used to hit. I don't know what it is. I never got into the fried bologna though with cheese, which is crazy because it used to look better than the actual regular raw bologna. But I could never get into it. I don't know. Now that I feel like I miss my blessing not indulging in the fried bologna sandwich. I'm so for the most part as a generation I feel like we're healthy, but we was really trying it because the shit I used to eat, like the amount of TV dinners, fish sticks, like I would never put a fish stick in this house because that wasn't real food. By the grace of God, hopefully I don't have any effects from the food I used to eat. Oh yes, I love a good grilled cheese sandwich. I had that a couple weeks ago for lunch. We had one of them lazy days. I got cheese. Okay, check. Got bread. All right, cool. Nice little grilled cheese sandwich. And if you feeling real froggy on like a nice December afternoon, make you a little tomato soup. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Theory says crazy how we won't eat that now. That is so true. Like our bodies is like, no, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Monique, you said fried bologna sandwich was another poor man meal, but you can't pay me to eat that out. Yeah, I can't. I cannot. I mean, honestly, I think we're in a place where damn if we do, damn if we don't, because they say everything is bad. Like even the salads be getting recalled, and the vegetables and fruit ain't real because they saying Bill Gates over there playing with us, and we be gambling with every little thing. Sorry, y'all, if I sounded like I was struggling. I felt like my grandma just now trying to get up from the couch because my phone about to die. Mm. All I needed is a moo and grandma spirit, here I come. I need to invest in some moo y'all. Where do y'all get y'all moo from? I know that ain't probably really the sexiest thing, so I apologize in advance to my husband, but I need some moo because what I'm really doing here. That Wonder Bread. Oh my God, LSW. Yes. That was one thing back in the day. Like my grandmother, there was a few things like you had to get the right brand. Like you had to get the Wonder Bread. You had to get the Kraft cheese. Like certain things. I'm like that to this day too. Like I don't cook with nothing but Kraft cheese when it comes to macaroni and cheese. Like I'm sorry. I never really dabbled in the Velveeta of it all. Sargento. Like I can't. Like it has to be Kraft. Because I feel like if I mess that up, I'm gonna be upset because I'm already spending $20 on cheese anyway. HA, you said houseboat with safety pin. I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, I need some more moo and short sleeve because it's hot. It be hot, y'all. So it got to be a short sleeve moo situation. I mean, they not really. I don't think I've ever seen a long sleeve moo, but I'm about to be in my moo era. Um, cause yeah, I gotta be comfortable. Cause I don't like. It's crazy because I love fashion. I love clothes outside the house, but inside the house, I do not like wearing clothes. I do not, PG, do not like wearing a lot of clothes like that in the house. Like, I need a one garment situation to cover whatever I need to cover. Ross or TJ Maxx, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to. Not gonna lie, Ross low key they be hitting. Like you have to have patience because they cute little dress situation, that little area, you gotta shift through it. But you can find you a cute little summer situation, cute little work dress. Like Ross do be hitting when I do go. I don't go often, but they do hit. TJ Maxx too, but I don't know why. I just feel like with TJ Maxx, Marshalls, when it comes to clothes, they don't really do me justice. Like I'd be all up in the home decor and seasoning section. But I don't know what it is. The clothes don't resonate with me. And maybe and well really for my nephew, I'll get his stuff. You find a little Nike set or whatever, but I don't know, maybe it just don't have the patience to be shifting through. Is no Ross up there, HEA? Dang, I hate that for you. Yeah, honestly, I don't feel like you missing too much anyway. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. I mean, most of my dollars go to Target. I went to Walmart for the first time last week in at least 6 months. And the Walmart I went to, they upgraded that. Like they did a whole situation. Like it was, that little meme of it's like a sound bite from Oh, Tiffany had it. It'd be on TikTok like, "Ooh, girl, this is nice." Like they redid the floors, the little clothing section at Target. I mean Walmart. It was given Target. Like the displays was cute. I had to look back like I'm really in Walmart. I'm sleeping on Walmart. I just have to go there when the masses ain't there because I really don't have the patience. Like I have to go there on a good Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday morning because I don't have the time. I long lines in self check. Y'all already know I express my hate for self checkout. Like I had a situation twice here in North Carolina and in New York. I had to go to Target. New York is a little different because they not even give you no cashier option. Not especially not the CVS I went through. It was no cashier option. It was all self checkout. And so when they tell you to place the item in the bag. So I'm placing the item in the bag, but I guess the little sensor didn't feel the item drop. So I'm literally keep trying to like drop the item. It was like some makeup remover. So I'm like dropping it constantly on a little sensor. It was not registering me. And I'm just like, you know what? Can I get a human? Please give me a human. Because I just want to check out and use my coupons. And that's all. Like, what are we doing? I hate self checkout. I really feel like I really need to do like a think piece just to get it off my chest. I think that would be very much therapeutic for me. Let's see here. Dear B said I go on a Saturday after a good bake session. Okay. Monique, you said Ross, it depends on the location and because of a certain area you can forget because I stay in there. Monique said, "Oh, I understand. I was trying to talk in code, but I didn't want to offend anybody." This is a safe space. But I be like that too. I be trying to not offend people, but I end up doing it sometimes probably anyway. My bad. I'm human. Okay. Um, but yeah, y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then I gotta go to Atlanta in a couple weeks and deal with the buffoonery there. I'm just pray that it's no hooddom that I gotta deal with in Atlanta because I love Atlanta for what it is. But do you have any good recommendations for food? Like I got like 3 places that I normally hit up, but I need some new spots because I'm brunched out a little bit. Like I need something beyond the shrimp and grits, the chicken and waffles. Like I'm brunched out. And don't get me wrong, I indulge in those things quite frequently, but I need something a little different. I don't want the lamb chops. Like I need something else in my palate. Dare you say I go to another group's area to browse. Oh god. Sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta venture out. I damn sure do. Especially if I got like a chain store that's like spread out through my city. I know which ones I need to go to and what ones I don't need to be. If I can help it. You know what? I've been seeing Uncle Julio's. That's the thing. My husband will be he be funny about the Mexican stuff. He be real iffy about that. But I used to see them all the time on the Braxtons. I think, and that was the first time I used to, because they used to always film in there with their little meals and stuff. And I was low key intrigued by Uncle Julio's, but I'm going to see. I'm going to see if he will be down for that because that is a good time. But other than that, I don't want to go to the typical tourist places because one, I already probably done hit it up already. Two, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just leave my thoughts to myself. I'm gonna leave my thoughts to myself because I don't want to offend my people. But we're going to have to see. It was good. Okay. I've been getting really like the burrito tacos, like they're so fire. I'm addicted, right? And so this African American woman has a food truck and she makes the best burrito tacos ever in life, right? So me and my husband decided to go to an authentic Mexican restaurant to try it. And there was no seasoning there. And I understand it's authentic, but it wasn't good to me. And see, that's my problem. Like, when you really want something authentic, it's probably not going to resonate with me. Like, for instance, I feel like if I were to go to Italy and have Italian food, I don't think I will like it because the way we mix ish up in America, mainly because they don't ban things like they had they ban things in other countries. I feel like it wouldn't do me no justice. So I have to be very careful when I seek out authentic meals from other like cultures because it sound good, but it don't really hit like I feel like it should hit. HA said the botanical gardens is nice there. I heard like my stepdaughter, she had her birthday party there not too long ago. And it looked really pretty. But they have food. Let us sister know. Yeah, yeah, it's so authentic. Like unless it's like authentic, like because I grew up on like Puerto Rican food and Cuban food. Like I'm safe with those because I feel like we're gonna get the sazon and everything we need out of that. But when it comes to other nationalities, I'm a little more wary because everybody don't do all the seasonings that we do. So I have to be careful with my expectations. Very much so. But yeah, I love food. I love food. I love food down. It is bad. It's like I love food. Not like I'm obsessed with it, but just some good food. Ugh, it can uplift your day and it can ruin your day. Because we went to this spot in Harlem, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to mention this establishment, but me and my husband he's been there before, but I haven't been there. And so, you try to support, mom and pop businesses. So we went there and the food, I don't want to call it trash, right? But it wasn't good. Okay. And I was upset, right? Because we've been seeking this one place out for a little minute, right? But it wasn't good. And I was so disappointed. And so we had to go to another food spot to brighten our spirits because this food was not good. Like it's rare that I would go to the city and not be happy with my food selection. But he stated that the restaurant they changed the quality of a lot of things, and that's what I hate because this restaurant got a lot of attention the past few years, especially during COVID. So you would think they would step up their game in terms of the like products they use, but no, he slacked off, and I wasn't happy about it. What's up to Marcus? How are you? Thank you for coming through. Yes, food is everything. Monique said no seasoning. I carry salt and pepper packets as well as hot sauce and ketchup for them. I need to start. Like I used to make fun of my uncle because he used to keep hot salt packages in his back pocket. I remember, like he used to wear the same dungarees as what's the dude name that was in Raising Canaan, Ronnie. He pressed his dungarees like crisp. They were crisp. And I remember, I feel like it was his right pocket. He will always have 1 to 2 packets of hot sauce. And I used to be curious, and I'm like, damn, you ain't never scared of like sitting down and just squirting and opening whatever. But I need to start doing that because not everybody has the same protocol when it comes to seasoning. HA said when I went to Italy, the McDonald's was so good. I heard that. I heard the KFC in Jamaica is fire. And not say you would have to necessarily pay me to eat KFC in America, but I'm not really gonna go there like that. Like I went there maybe like 3-4 years ago with my husband and I. We had a business, and that was like the only location we we could find that served food. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but I've always been intrigued because people love the KFC in Jamaica. Did I try some octopus? No, I would, because I was thinking, did I? But no, it was alligator. I had alligator before at oh my god, I never remember this chain's name. It's in Atlanta. I hate it because I always forget the name, but it's like a seafood chain in Atlanta or an Atlanta area. Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called, but I've had fried alligator there, and it was a little bit of an aftertaste, but I don't know. Some people say it tastes like chicken, but I don't know. What's up, Raw 94? How are you? Thank you for coming through. I'm just over here doing a random schmandom live because I miss my people. But I would try. Well, let me say, because it looks like they don't cut off the suction parts of the octopus, right? So that's the part. I'm a texture, I'm a visual girl. So I don't know if I could get through the look of the octopus. Cause like what happens if like the suction just loves my body and like the suction cup part sticks to my esophagus? Like what am I supposed to do? I know that's so random and it probably would never happen. But I think of crazy ish like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. No, it wasn't Red Rooster. I've had Red Rooster. It was okay. You know, they be trying to put their little twang on ish. Okay, let me try to help you out, HA. It was more of a food truck ish situation. If that helps. It probably doesn't, but it was a food truck ish situation. So not like a brick and mortar. Alligator and frog legs are bomb. Like my uncle used to eat frog legs. He said that tastes like chicken. Does it taste like chicken, Demarcus? Hey, Miss Kira. I love calamari. I love calamari. And that's the thing too. How do you eat octopus? Like, I feel like I've seen it fried before on TV, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm that open minded. Like, Demarcus, you seem like you're very like you would eat caviar and stuff like that. Like I just fish eggs. I don't know if I could do that, y'all. Not sober. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Calamari is fire, so yeah, I love me some calamari. But it's just certain things, y'all. I'm just not open minded. As I am open minded to a certain extent. Let me just say that. Because I'm not the regular, degular, give me some wings and fries chick. But I don't. It's certain things I'm just like, bruh, I'm good. No, HA is not a Jamaican food truck. There was one I wouldn't mind running into. It's like kind of a chain food truck. I forgot what it's called, but I heard it's fire. But I didn't get there. Cause see, the problem is when I go to the city, I want like three things, and I want it over and over again. So we had BBQs twice. We had burger and lobster only once though. I love burger and lobster. Even though everything was good, but I think maybe through my grief, the food, I don't know, I just wasn't enjoying the food like I wanted to. I think my grief was messing with my taste buds because things were good, but it just didn't hit like I wanted it to hit. And it was pissing me off. But of course we had pizza. What else did we eat? We had the food truck that I didn't like. We went to this spot I love. Unfortunately, it's in the Times Square area. What is it called? Oh God, what is it called? It lost me. I would have to look at my emails for the reservation, but I can't remember. But it's like a club vibe, but I love it. Baked octopus. Okay, what are you baking it with, Demarcus? So you need to help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please. It's just that don't even sound better. Like fried sounds better, even though it's just equally probably. I don't know. Maybe the texture. Cause fried, even it seems like you got a little snap, like it's a little hard. And when you say baked, it's giving slippery and slimy. Better rice, mashed potatoes, like maybe I need to do my Googles and my YouTubes and figure it out for myself. Yes, Miss Kira, it sounds chewy. That's what I'm saying. Like baked. Do you people grill it? Like I don't know now. Grilled, maybe all right. If y'all grilling it outside, that may be fire. But I just can't get past the suction cup. Like they don't cut the suction cup part off. I don't know. I just need to know the logistics of the situation. Brooklyn Chop House. I didn't go there, but I'm familiar with it. We didn't go to Brooklyn at all. But is it in Brooklyn? Because I feel like it was a chop house that I'm familiar with that we talked about going, but it wasn't in Brooklyn. It was in Manhattan. But BBQs, yes, I went there twice. Well, we went there twice, and then my husband picked up the second time because my leg was not legging. Okay, I said I cannot walk down these streets of the New York of the Times Square with all these tourists. Like I don't know, it's wild, right? Because I knew what I was doing. I knew I was setting myself up for being unsuccessful with the with the location. But I was getting aggravated. Like I said, if I heard New York by Alicia Keys and Jay Z one more again, if I heard it one more time, I was going to crash the F out. Like, y'all, they played that song over and over. I was like, can I please hear the fake Frank Sinatra version? Like, please, any and everything I will accept. But them tourists was eating it up. And kudos to them, right? Because as a resident, you don't F with Times Square. You already know that. But something about the past few times that me and my husband's been to the city, Times Square worked for us because it's walking distance to a lot of places and it's prime location for a lot of, trains. So it makes sense, but it don't make sense. It's smart and it's dumb. But I love the hotel though. That's the thing. I love the hotel. And the hotel don't make you feel like you're in Times Square, if that makes sense. Like you don't, you feel like you secluded somewhere, like in the financial district or, Poughkeepsie or somewhere. Like you don't feel like you in the city until you make, you walk out in like 10 steps, you know, right. Then you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm in Times Square. But I don't know. I don't know. But it wasn't my choice. It wasn't. Shout out to my aunt. She prolonged this funeral as long as she could to give me time to get up there and make arrangements. It wasn't my choice to be up there on Memorial Weekend, but it wasn't horrible because I was able to get a couple extra work days out of it. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh Hold on, y'all. Oh, hey babe. Um you said calamari isn't crispy enough for me. Really, Derry? I think it's pretty crispy. I don't know where you had it, but I feel like they're pretty crispy. You love baked and grilled foods because they are more healthy. That is true. You can't eat the fried foods all the time. But I don't know. I don't know about the octopus though. I'm gonna need that to be fried up or something. Fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Alligator tastes like chicken. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go rest a little bit, try to get a couple things done. There he said he had Ruth Chris. It wasn't good, but it was a steakhouse. Oh, okay. It was at Ruth Chris. Yeah, I don't think I've had calamari there. I don't know where I had calamari at, but it wasn't there. But thank you. I will talk to y'all, when I'm feeling froggy again and just come on live randomly. So I appreciate y'all coming through and supporting. And of course, I'm hoping I will be well enough to cover book two. I should be. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening and y'all week. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.